Sir Tony, tama di ba? Sobrang dami na kaya kailangan amyendahan yan. Okay? So, ayun guys, ito naman ang pag-usapan natin. Nakakatuwa mga ka-GPnatics, no? Yung mga tao dati na medyo naiinis ako, na medyo naaasar ako, sabihin natin, na parang feeling ko noon ay medyo paepal lang. Sila pa pala yung mga nagtatanggol sa atin mismo. Sila yung talagang totoong nakikipaglaban para sa bansang Pilipinas. Ngayon mga kababayan, may lumitaw na naman na isang Marcoleta 2.0 sa Kamara. Mga kababayan, sa katauhan nitong si Congressman Libanan, mga ka-GPnatics ng 4-piece. So, representante po ito ng 4-piece, ha? At ito nga, nagkainitan sila ni Congressman Rufus Rodriguez, mga kababayan, dahil nga po sa pagtatanggol sa China nitong si Congressman Libanan. So, ito, panoorin natin, mga ka-GPnatics.
Why we are protecting China, who has been the cause of all this aggression. I cannot accept this as a Filipino. Patriotism includes hitting China because they're the ones hitting us.
Ang boses ko ay mas malaki sa boses ng gentleman from Cagayan de Oro. Distinguished colleagues, I rise today on a matter of personal and collective privilege, not to inflame passions, not to score partisan points, and certainly not to advance the interest of any foreign power, but to speak on a principle that lies at the heart of good governance, professionalism in public service. Recent public controversy has involved a senior spokesperson of the Philippine Coast Guard, particularly his lecture at De La Salle University, where a caricature of Chinese President Xi Jinping was reportedly displayed in discussing West Philippine Sea issues.
Binabanatan talaga nila si Jay Tariela, no? Mga kababayan, parang yung narrative niya, narrative din ni Marcoleta, kaya Marcoleta 2.0.
Let me state clearly, this is not a defense of China, nor a retreat from our sovereign rights. This is an honest call for discipline, propriety, and adherence to the standards required of public officials under our laws. Republic Act 6713, the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards of Public Officials and Employees, provides clear guidance. Among its provisions, Section 2 emphasizes public officials shall always be accountable to the people and shall discharge their duties with utmost responsibility, integrity, competence, and loyalty. Section 4A requires that officials shall at all times uphold public interest over personal interest. Section 4B mandates that public officials shall perform and discharge their duties with the highest degree of excellence, professionalism, intelligence, and skill. Professionalism under the law is more than zeal. It demands sound judgment, measured language, and awareness of consequences, especially when the words come from those who represent the state. Patriotism is not measured by how loudly we speak, but how responsibly we act. Madam Speaker, context matters. When an ordinary citizen uses satire or caricature, it may be dismissed as opinion. When a scholar does so, it may fall under academic critique. But when a government spokesperson vested with authority uses such imaginary, particularly of a foreign head of state, the speech acquires state-level significance, whether intended or not. Perception in diplomacy can be as consequential as intent. One ill-considered act may shift attention from principles to personal controversies, undermining state's credibility. When
Grabe, no? Mga kababayan. Itong si Tariela, caricature ang ginawa niya. 'Di ba? para, kumaga, alam naman natin mga kababayan, galit na galit siya, di ba, kay Xi Jinping. Ngayon, kung isipin natin kung sino ang mas malala nga yung sabi ni Libayan, isang pagkakamali, magdudulot ito ng hindi maganda. Sabi niya ganon. Bakit yung kay Robin Padilla, hindi nyo tinatalakay? Na yung tayo ay bumili ng mas malakas na water cannon at makipag-water cannon na lang tayo dun sa China. Na kung tutusin, mas malala ang idudulot ng ng maling impormasyon na panukala ni Senator Robin Padilla. Dahil nga po, hindi parehas na ang Coast Guard natin, mga kababayan, at Coast Guard ng China ay parehas na civilian in nature. Ang Coast Guard natin, yun lang ang civilian in nature kasi under ng DOTR. Pero, ang China, under ng China Liberation Army. Ibig sabihin, under ito ng Navy. So, pag winater cannon natin sila, pag gumantihan, mga kababayan, ang kapalit niyan, sigurado, hindi lang water cannon, baka totoong kanyon na.
When a public official speaks,
Oh.
he does not speak for himself alone. He speaks with the authority of the state. And that authority must be exercised with discipline. We all agree on defending Philippine sovereignty, asserting our
Libabuyan.
rights under the 2016 Arbitral Award, and resisting unlawful actions in our waters. But patriotism must be anchored in discipline. The strength of our position comes not from mockery,
Kim,
but from number one, international law, number two, consistency of state
Dayan.
policy, and number three, institutional credibility. The moment public officials act outside the bounds of professional restraint, they risk weakening the very cause they intend to protect. Patriotism is courage, yes, but discipline and professionalism are its true measure.
guys, hindi ba hindi naglalag sa inyo? Hindi ba naglalag sa inyo? Kasi nagbabuffer dito sa akin Sana hindi naglalag sa inyo, no, mga ka-GPnatics, kasi napipilter naman siya ng app natin. Sana nga lang, hindi mawala ng tuluyan, katulad kanina.
Madam Speaker, our constitutional system defines roles for a reason. The Philippine Coast Guard enforces maritime law and safeguards our waters. The Department of National Defense ensures security. The Department of Foreign Affairs is mandated to conduct diplomacy, manage protests, and safeguard our national interests abroad. When officials outside the DFA engage in rhetoric with diplomatic consequences, they blur institutional lines, create confusion, and risk sending mixed signals about Philippine policy. Diplomacy is not waged in lecture halls or on social media. It is conducted through measured channels, guided by law and executed by those entrusted with the responsibility to represent the nation. This is not a challenge to academic freedom. Our universities must remain spaces for debate. However, academic freedom does not convert a government official into a private citizen. A spokesperson of a uniformed service carries the weight of the state. Freedom of expression must be exercised in accordance with ethical obligations of public office, as required by Republic Act 6713. Let me stress, no one here questions the sincerity of the official involved, nor do we question the legitimacy of grievances in the West Philippine Sea. What is at issue is conduct, not conviction, method, not message. Public service is a trust, and trust demands restraint, discretion, and professionalism. Therefore, I respectfully call for, number one, reaffirmation of code of conduct, particularly in the principle of professionalism for all public officials engaged in public communications. Number two, clear executive guidelines on how spokespersons and uniformed personnel interact with academic institutions and public forums or fora on sensitive foreign policy matters. And number three, recognition that diplomatic engagement is the responsibility of the Department of Foreign Affairs, which alone is empowered to manage international relations in a disciplined, consistent manner. This is not about silencing voices.
Dapat kung kayo ay nag-escalate ng ganito, 'di ba? Dapat yung DFA ay tinatanong nyo rin. Dapat nga pinapaharap itong DFA kung totoo nga ba talaga yung kanilang sinasabi na hindi nakikipag-coordinate si Jay Tariela sa kanila. 'Di ba? Para magkaalaman tayo kung sino talaga yung tunay ng nagsisinungaling.
It is about aligning voices, ensuring that the Philippines speaks clearly, credibly, and with dignity. Madam Speaker, in moments of heightened tension, the measure of a nation is not only its courage, but its composure. Let us show the world that the Philippines is resolute but responsible, brave but disciplined, firm in our sovereignty but principled in conduct. Let us defend our sovereignty not only with courage but with character, discipline, and professionalism, the true martyrs of a republic that commands respect. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Ito na.
Majority Leader.
Can I propose questions to the Honorable Minority Leader?
Majority Leader.
Nagwawala na dito si Rufus
Speaker, I move to
Rodriguez.
recognize the Honorable Rufus Rodriguez for his interpellation.
The Honorable Rufus Rodriguez is recognized for his interpellation.
Thank you. Once again, I'd like to ask our Minority Leader whether he would be amenable to receive some interventions from this representation.
Gladly, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, is the gentleman referring to the spokesman of the Philippine Coast Guard, Jay Tariela, in his speech?
That's correct, Madam Speaker.
You admit it is Jay Tariela. You have not mentioned his name, correct?
I do not know.
But it's very clear that is... Madam Chair,
Kalokohan
Madam Speaker.
mga kababayan. Hindi raw niya alam ang pangalan ni Jay Tariela. Okay, ganito lang yan. Alam mo na leader ito, na mataas na tao, tapos ito mga kababayan ay spokesperson. Ikaw naman Congressman Libanan, hindi mo kilala na ang pangalan ng tao na binabanggit mo ay si Jay Tariela? Eto tingnan nyo balikan ko lang ng konti mga kababayan.
you have not mentioned his name, correct?
I do not know.
But it's very clear that...
Oo, I do not know daw, mga kababayan. Hindi daw niya alam yung pangalan ni Jay Tariela. Anak ka ng baka. Halatang halata na yung, alam mo yung script mo, inabot lang sa'yo eh. Sino ba nag-abot niyan? Si Marcoleta? Pinabot lang ba sa'yo yan? Hindi mo nagbigay ka ng pagkahaba-habang statement, hindi mo kilala kung sino yung sinasabihan mo. Kung sino yung gusto mo na pangaralan.
Madam Chair,
Oh.
Madam Speaker, I am insulted that a member of this Congress will stand up in favor of China. Madam Speaker, Jay Tariela is doing his job as spokesman of the Philippine Coast Guard. Because the very reason why this spokesman has to move and act is because China has been violating the sovereign rights of the Filipino people, the Republic of the Philippines, for so many years.
Laura Corrales.
Bombarding our vessels, with water cannons, lasering our officials and our Coast Guard. So therefore, where are we for? For whom are we for? I'd like to ask the Honorable Minority Leader, because I am really, at this point, I cannot understand why we are protecting China, who has been the cause of all this aggression. One of our Coast Guard lost his finger. And then here we come in this house
Ma'am Lilian.
to question that act of having caricature. China has caricatured so many of our leaders, Madam Chair.
Oo.
It has hired, Madam Chair, trolls. It has hired traitors in this country, Filipinos, paid for. So therefore, Madam Chair, I would like to state here, I'd like to ask again, are you still insisting, Minority Leader, that our spokesman of the Philippine Coast Guard has violated the code of conduct of public officials? Because I would like you to read each one of what you have cited, and I will show that he has complied with all
Magaling si
the laws of
Rufus.
our country in his heart and mind. It is to protect the Republic of the Philippines, for who will protect us?
Walang
Will it be
binabasa.
the Chinese? Of course not. It will have to be our people. It will have to be our officials. It will have to be the Coast Guard. They are the ones in charge of the integrity and sovereignty of our people, of our
Correct.
seas. Madam Chair, the UNCLOS is very clear and decided already, Madam Speaker, by the Arbitral Tribunal Award of July 12, 2016. All the 7 points of China were all debunked by the Hague Arbitral Tribunal. The 9-dash line is illegal. All the developments are illegal. And yet I hear somebody from this August chamber would question our official and favor China. The Senate already passed a resolution, 15 of them, that supports, goodness, that
Goodness.
supports our stand, Madam Chair. The stand of Jay Tariela, whom we should support. And that is why I cannot accept this. I cannot accept this as a Filipino. Patriotism includes hitting China because they're the ones hitting us. We have to protect ourselves in defense of our country. Article 1 of the Constitution, Madam Speaker, is on national territory that is being threatened by China. So therefore, I'd like to ask, because I would like him to now again state the code of conduct, and I'm going to therefore debate with the Minority Leader that there is no violation at all of Tariela. It is the Chinese government.
Hold on. Sabi ni Sir Danny Taling, out of veracity that Congressman didn't know that he is pertaining to Jay Tariela, para kanino yung binabasa niya? As I've said, mga kababayan, it appears to us na ito ay binigay lang sa kanya at pinabasa sa kanya. Parang, ikaw, bayad ka ng China, ito, basahin mo. Without saying anything. Okay, I'll read it. Di ba? Ganun lang eh. Mga kababayan. Hindi niya po ginawa yung kanyang assignment. Sino ba yung taong to na sinasabihan?
With presidency violating everything that we have, from the Constitution to all the laws and international law.
Madam Speaker, precisely this privileged speech, so that we shall know, did the Department of Foreign Affairs, who is the department entrusted with
Congressman Rufus
the
Rodriguez.
authority to deliver our messages to this country, authorized Jay Tariela. And I am not defending China, Madam Speaker. As I said in my speech, what I am saying is that we have to act with professionalism, discipline, and manage our international relations properly, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, the DFA has its functions. The Philippine Coast Guard, with its spokesman, has its functions. And certainly, the agency affected by this is the Philippine Coast Guard, because they protect all our coast and our seas. We therefore cannot say that the DFA, according to a senator, he has talked to the DFA. In fact, I'm going to call the DFA. Are
Yari.
you saying that Jay Tariela did the wrong thing by coming out and protecting our country? Let us hear from the DFA. Because if they do that, they don't
Lalaki
deserve
to.
to sit in the Department of Foreign Affairs.
Cherry
My
Olgado.
goodness. since this last year, 200 plus protests, notes verbal, every day for more than 5 years, 365 days. The Chinese vessels are intruding in Scarborough Shoal, intruding in the Kalayaan Island Group, in all our 200-mile nautical zone, which is our exclusive economic zone under the UNCLOS and decided by the Arbitral Tribunal. So I'd like to, I have to react on this, Madam Chair. I hope the minority leader recants his speech. Because if not, then he, Madam Chair, he has therefore failed in his duty and his oath to this Congress, the representatives of the people,
Patay.
that we have to therefore agree with China's complaint, the complaint of that ambassador. Because now they are hurt because the truth is coming out and we have a strong spokesman. And so I hope
Strong talaga si Tariela.
This statement. Otherwise, I will be the one to make sure that there will be an ethics probe on this. A congressman taking up the cudgels of our aggressor
Yari ka
in the
ngayon.
West Philippine Sea. Definitely. I'm going to file an ethics charge because he has failed in his duty to protect and defend the Constitution of the Philippines. Article 1 is national territory. So I now call, please withdraw that because otherwise there will be a charge. I'm going to file, Madam Chair, in his presence now. Because I
Takutan.
cannot accept what he has said. We are all Filipinos. We took the oath to defend the Philippine Constitution, to obey the laws of the land,
Very passionate.
and a signatory to the United Nations Convention of the Law of the Sea. We are also obligated. So therefore, can be no compromise on this. We cannot compromise national security. Therefore, I would like the gentleman to withdraw his privileged speech.
Madam Speaker, ako po ay nire-request na mag-withdraw ng aking privilege speech. Hindi ko po i-withdraw po yan. Ito po ay aking personal na paniniwala sa mga nangyayari dahil tingnan mo yung umaabot na tayo sa napakataas na nasa Senado, marami ng issues. Lahat po ng batas na ipinasa natin dito sa Kongreso ay sinuportahan ko po. Ito lang, nakita na natin na sinabi mismo ng Presidente na yung pag-declare ng persona non grata umabot na sa pag-declare ng persona non grata ng ambassador ng China. Sinabi niya it is the last resort. Ibig sabihin, pero hindi ko importante na si J. Tariela lang ang sinasabi ko dito. Ang sinasabi ko po dito na magkaroon tayo ng isang direksyon na pinamumunuan ng Department of Foreign Affairs para maging tama yung approach natin, hindi tayo misunderstood.
Ang problema sa Department of Foreign Affairs, hindi po sila nagsasalita. Wala silang mga bayag. No? Na kapag tayo po ang binubuli, wala silang sinasabi. Wala silang action, hindi sila nagde-take ng action. Si Tariela lang ang lagi, mga kababayan, na humaharap. Humaharap sa bingit ng kamatayan. Oh, bingit ng kamatayan. Tama po kayo. Dahil mga kababayan, tandaan nyo, ano ba ang trabaho ni J. Tariela? Sila lagi yung nakakatapat ng mga Chinese, di ba? Diyan sa West Philippine Sea. Na halos mga kababayan, yung mga kababayan natin dyan, kinakawawa, binubunggo yung mga ship, yung mga barko, 'Di ba? Wina-water cannon, nililaser, pero ang DFA nagsasalita ba? Wala.
Madam Speaker, the issue is not persona non grata. The issue is the statement and the caricatures of J. Tariela, the actions of the spokesman.
Tama.
The issue is not persona non grata, and I agree with the President. But the issue that he is saying is that our own official committed violations of the Code of Conduct of Ethical Standards of Public Officials, which to me is really unfounded, baseless, and skewed towards the interests of the People's Republic of China.
Madam Speaker, hindi ko po sinabi na mismo siya ay
Ay,
nag-violate
gago!
ng ating code of conduct. Ang sinasabi ko lang,
Teka. Oh, sabi ko sa inyo mga kababayan, sinasabi niya kanina na itong official daw na ito ay lumabag sa kanyang ethical standard. Di ba? Sabi niya ganon. Mga kababayan, tapos ngayon, ang banat nitong si Libanan ay hindi ko po sinasabi na siya. Teka lang. Sino sinasabihan mo? Ha? Sino yung tinutukoy mo? Wala namang ibang gumawa ng caricature laban sa presidente ng China na si Xi Jinping. 'Di ba? The one and only official na talagang matapang at nagsasalita walang takot. Sino yung binabanggit mo, Libanan? Anak ng baka, tingnan mo.
To me, it's really unfounded,
Oh.
baseless, and skewed towards the interests of the People's Republic of China.
Madam Speaker, hindi ko po sinabi na mismo siya
Hindi ko-
ay nag-violate ng ating Code of Conduct. Ang sinasabi ko lang, let us observe our Code of Conduct of Code of Professional Ethics and Ethical Standards para hindi tayo sumabit sa mga ganitong problema. At
Sino nga yung sinasabihan mo na lumabag kung hindi si J. Tariela? Aliwa-liwa, hindi mo naiintindihan yung speech mo. Binigay lang sa'yo yan, ano?
ma-directly supervise ng ating Department of Foreign Affairs ang mga pangyayari ito para hindi ito mamishandle. Madam Speaker, hindi po ako magkukulang sa pagmamahal sa aking bayan. Hindi po ako magkukulang para ipaglaban ang teritoryo ng Pilipinas. Parehas tayo taga-Samar, gentleman from Cagayan de Oro, at ididipinsa ko po ang aking bansa. Pero nandito po ako in this August chamber bilang minority leader na kahit yun po ang pakiusap ko palagi sa minority. Kahit nagagalit po kayo, kahit anong sentimento nyo, iklaro nyo with professionalism ang sinasabi nyo para marinig tayo. Dahil pag sumisigaw tayo palagi, hindi po tayo maririnig. Madam Speaker, palagay ko, ang boses ko ay mas malaki sa boses ng gentleman from Cagayan de Oro.
Session suspended.
Pero nagsasalita ko ng mahinahon po dito.
Nahinahon kasi hindi mo kaya. Si Congressman Rufus Rodriguez. Ang gusto lang naman namin dito, i-point out na meron kang statement, mga kababayan na pinababawi, 'di ba? Yung privilege speech mo, nitong si Congressman Rufus Rodriguez kasi nga yan ay nag-i-imply para sabihin na kastiguhin itong si J. Tariela. Ang problema, sabi mo yung official na yon ay lumabag sa kanyang Code of Conduct. Mga kababayan, hindi mo naman pala alam kung sino yung official na sinasabihan mo. Dahil sabi mo, hindi ko sinasabi na siya. 'Di ba? Hindi ko sinasabi na siya. Sino pa? Meron pa bang iba? Grabe, mga kababayan. Ganito tayo ginagago ng mga pro-China, no? Kunwari, pinagtatanggol ang Pilipinas, pero dun sa privilege speech, maliwanag na hindi niya naiintindihan kung sino yung kanyang pinapatamaan. Sabi ko nga scripted ba ito? Or script ba ito na nanggaling kay Marcoleta, inabot sa'yo para basahin mo dyan sa iyong privilege speech? Anak ka ng tatay mo, oh. Mga kababayan. Kahiya-hiya. Di ba? Kahiya-hiya. Si Jay Tariela, kitang-kita ang pagiging Pilipino. Hindi bahagang buntot. Di ba? Yung kanyang mga sinasabi, mga kababayan, ine-express lang niya yung kanyang opinion. Yung kanyang ine-express lang niya yung kanyang mga pwedeng sabihin dahil tayo ay may demokrasya. 'Di ba? May kalayaan tayong sabihin kung ano man ang gusto nating sabihin. Lalong-lalo na, kita nyo, pag ang gumawa ng caricature, katarantaduhan sa Pilipinas, sa mga ano natin, namumuno ng bansa natin, okay lang sa inyo. Hindi kayo nagsasalita ng ganito. 'Di ba? Pag ang China nakagawa ang isang leader na kagaya ni Tariela ng caricature para insultuhin yung kanilang presidente, gagamitin nyo pa ang inyong pwesto, ang inyong trabaho, privilege speech. Mga kababayan, alam naman natin yung privilege speech na yan. Di ba? Pag dyan ka nagsalita, hindi ka basta-basta makakasuhan. Pag nandyan ka nagsalita sa privilege speech na yan, talagang papakinggan yan. Hindi lang basta babaliwalain. Tapos banda sa huli, kabig, hindi ko sinasabing siya. Hindi ko sinasabing siya. Tanga. Sabi sa Ilocano, tungang ka nga talaga o kininam. Salit. Urita na ito yung kadakdak ka lang kang anuwang ke. Duldog. Ulbod. Sinungaling eh. Nakakainis mga ka-GPnatics. Nataringang kongresista, hindi niya alam kung sino yung kanyang pinatutungkulan. Kung sino yung kanyang sinasabihan. Diba? Hindi naman tayo tanga. Hindi naman tayo pinanganak kahapon. Diba? In his entire statement, in his entire privilege speech, isa lang. Yung talagang pinatatamaan. Sabi ko nga, nung umpisa pa lang, di ba? Jay Tariela na agad. Salawa-sawa. Sabi ni Sir Joel. Di ba? Pasensya na kayo kung mga kababayan. Hindi ko na napigilan yung sarili ko eh. Diba? Hindi ko na napigilan talaga yung sarili ko. Nabwisit na ako eh. Nagngintalin. Nga ukin na nakabsat GB. Diyos ko. Hindi ko talaga na yung sarili ko napigilan talagang first time. Talagang nakakabwisit naman kasi talaga. Nakita nyo yung nangingilig yung luha ni Congressman Rufus Rodriguez kanina. Mga kababayan, kung pwede na niya lang lapitan to, sasakalin niya to si Libanan eh. Maniwala kayo sa akin. Di ba? Oo. Talagang pwede lang siya manakit, talagang talagang sasakalin niya na to. Sabi ni Jason Malicruz, makapailal ka mata, boss. Ay nako. Guys, gusto ko pa sanang ituloy. Ituloy na natin. Pag-usapan na rin natin yung susunod pa natin topic. Bahala kayo dyan kung pa-out of context ako. Ito mga kababayan, may balita po sa Senado. Ito pa lang si Senador Amy, mga kababayan.